The long-awaited P1. I'll make this a really short video. Is this viable out of the box for every weekend players, stock standard for $350? Simple answer, no. The in-depth answer, this you will have to spend, obviously not much different from a standard blaster. If you get into the sport heavily, you will have to spend a large amount of money on this to be able to get it to a functioning state that you won't have issues as often. This is a lot of issues. This is, I'm sure you'll recognize it from another person's video, but for the sake of realism, it feels good. Firing it feels good. The weight is good. The whole thing feels and looks good. If you want something that you're going to have a stockpile of spare parts for, and something that will break down, that you have to maintain drastically more than your standard AEGs. So as a straight out of the box, honest review, which is what I want to do, is this going to work for every weekend players, people like me, people like Hench from Loadout Locker, people like Guido, people from the Discord that play almost every single weekend, your standard skirmishers, your speed simmers, your speed QB players, your milsim players? Well, they're different, I'll get onto them in a second. I'm one of them. Your standard weekend player, this is not going to be a viable option unless you have money to absolutely, literally light on fire. Like, in front of the store, lighting it on fire to show that you are ready for a P1. Then it's the blaster for you. Go ahead. Happy to do that. It hits about 220 out of the box, 200. We're using standard air duster R134A, as you can see. Use that, only that. So, a little bit more in depth. For a milsimmer, God, I want one. Like, just for the sake of that, yes. Am I willing to pay $350 for it? No. I'd rather get a full, for example, CPAK, which is sitting next to me, or a couple of Glocks and do some stupid triple barrel thing. I'd rather do something like that is going to be more viable for me than using this in a weekend basis. If you want something novelty and you've got money to burn, go ahead. If you're willing to invest a huge amount of money and time and effort and energy into maintaining this thing, because you have to grease this. I haven't used it enough to say, but if you're using bad grease, probably after every single round you play. But after every time you play, you will have to grease it. You will have to pull it apart. Just like that. Simple, easy, you can see the red. Yeah, you will have to grease this entire thing. You will have to clear it of gels. It is not a reliable pistol for your stock standard players. The amount of issues we had with jamming, and luckily we're using air duster so you can just clear the crushed gels out. But the sheer amount of issues we had with jamming with this, and if you're a milsim player and you want realism, it's perfect for you. It's going to jam. You'll get crushed gels, you'll get gels breaking because they're gels, it's not airsoft. It's based off an airsoft pistol. Simple as that. Everyone knows it. It's a Tokyo Marui based round. But it's a gel blaster. From the get-go, it has been designed up as a gel blaster. Plain and simple. That's what it is. It's a gel blaster, gas blowback pistol. And it's really satisfying to cock it, and that's the issue. If you're going to play with it every single night, you will need to have multiple slides, because you can see right here from the slide catch, it's already wearing. A couple of days of use. The issue is as well is because these things are the first one of their kind. So there's a lot of kinks. And they're going to improve. We've all seen posts that there is other, stores bringing these gas blowbacks to Australia that are gel blasters. English. But as a first starting point, straight out of the box, for $350, I would not be running one. That's my opinion. It's as simple as that. It's fun to play with. I could do that all day and not get enough of it. For the realism, it's there. You will be clearing jams just like a real weapon, So it's perfect. Other than that, you stand a skirmisher on weekends. It's not going to be useful. At the end of this, I'll be putting in the footage of the FPS test right about now. AT yellows. That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's...
That's actually feeding.
Yeah, it's all the mulch gels.
Oh, yeah.
Finally caught up with us. Just...
It would be the 3 that I shot.
Yeah. I think those might be splattering.
I think you need to
Yeah, we're about
there, I think. One of the annoying things about these chronos is that got that funnel.
Mm.
And you're out.
No, there's more.
Oh, is it? Okay. My bad.
Mulch gel.
Half a gel. Yeah. So that's fairly consistent 220s, which is what I was seeing when I chronoed it at hardcore. Yeah, those last gels are mushed.
And as you can see, it jammed as I was doing the test. And that's with Armatex. Now, as you can see here, these are some Ozgel Armatech Ultras beta editions given to me by Dan. Thank you, Dan, if you're watching. And of course, Armatech Yellows, which I used. Armatex is still soft. They don't work that well with this. The Ultras, AKAs, work so much better. Issue is they jam, like actually jam it. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Like, sub, share, buy a patch. I've literally got 1 patch left besides this one. So 2. They're $10. Maybe buy me a coffee. Links down below. There is all my social media down below, as well as the Gelsoft Australia Discord. There's almost 1,500, 1,800 something people in there now. So join. You need help. You need people to chat to. You want to find a group. You want to make friends. Go to the Discord. It's free. It's Discord. Join. I'm on there all the time. Come say hi to me and Guido. So, also don't forget to buy me a coffee. You know, a couple bucks. Help support the channel so I can buy more gels, because who doesn't love munching on gels all day long, right? Like, I put that in my coffee at work. That's my go-to. Anyway, check out Guido's full tech review where he breaks it down. But out of the box, nope. Enjoy. See you all out there.